Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Spore Dark Injection. This is a modded version of Spore. It's fairly new. I'll leave a link in the description where you could download the mods. The mod is totally free. It's pretty easy to install. There's not a lot you have to do, just copy and paste a few files and you're ready to go. So I thought I would come into this game here. I started a game a while back, creating a little character there. But I'm going to start out in the cell stage, work all my way up to the space stage, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll be a little carnivore here. I think no theme is fine, we'll just start out with the regular guy. Let's play it on... yeah, let's go hard mode just because. And we'll name the planet... let's name the planet... Armageddon. See if that works. Alright. So I don't know about y'all, but 100,000 years ago, whenever this game first came out, I had been waiting for it for about, 5 years before it even came out. I was super excited by it. It turned out to be pretty close to what I was expecting. A little bit less than what I was expecting, but pretty close. It was still pretty extraordinary, the amount of customizability to all the creatures and everything. These mods here add even more creature parts, especially in like the creature stage. More armor in the city stage, a few different parts there, and then extensive additions in the space stage. And this is the Galactic Adventures edition of Spore, and so yeah, we are going to be able to make a space captain and fly around and do missions and stuff like that. So if you've ever played Spore before, you know what I'm doing, you know where I'm at. If you have not ever played Spore before, this is what it's like. This Dark Injections mod adds high definition, so these graphics are a little bit nicer than what the original Spore actually looked like. Yeah, so this little cell here, I'm gonna run around and eat some meats because I'm a carnivore. Let's pick on this little guy. Come here, little guy. I'm gonna eat your meats. Yeah, one more bite and I got you. Oh, you're mine. Okay, so now we've grown up a little bit. We gotta watch out for other carnivore creatures. They will try to kill us. This glowing thing over here is going to be a part. So we get that, and then we can call a mate in a minute and upgrade our little guy here. We're being chased, so I'm going to try and run away from this guy. It's not too difficult to get away. If you kind of watch the bubbles, you can see where the tide is going, and so if you follow the bubbles real close, you can get away from other guys pretty easily. Those big guys can do a lot of damage to us. I'm really going to try and keep away from him though. We should be growing up after about 2 more meets. Yeah, big time. There we go. So what we're doing right now is we're looking for creatures that have parts that are different than ours. So if we find those guys, then we can kill them and take their stuff. And if we get their parts, then we can evolve our creature to be better than it is right now. So eating is going to help heal us up a little bit. All these guys are after us, so we're having a bad time right after that. Woo. Thankfully, whenever they do finally bite us, it launches us away. Ah, I'm thinner than you guys. Oh no, this guy's going to cut me off at the pass. Feels like I'm about to die right here, but that's okay. We just start out as another cell. Oh no! Pink smokes. So I was just on the wrong side of town. And now this big guy's gonna eat me. One bite. Oh no! Alright, so we're gonna eat all these meats here. Oh, he got to it before we did. Don't tell me we're gonna die again. I don't remember hard mode being this hard. Alright, let's get some defenses then. We're up to 19 DNA points. You could see in the bottom left corner to keep track of them. So I think we'll only be able to get one part for this, but it's worth it. This spike right here is what we're going for. It's going to be a defensive piece. Since they keep coming at me from behind, I'm going to put it on my tail here. Squeeze down, make my guy a little bit more slimlined. Give him a bigger mouth so that he can eat better. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. There are a few new textures to the game. They've been enhanced for HD, but these are more just the standard skins. They've just been revamped a little bit. Yeah, let's go with that guy. He's pretty good. Name, let's call him Brongar. That'll work. Can I see this little guy? He's gonna get it. There we go. Now the good thing about these spikes is that even if we see a big guy coming at us, we'll still be able to fight him. Alright. We don't have to be scared no more. Now these red guys here have a jet that I'm interested in getting. There we go. Yep, so our tail spikes are working pretty well. They're not learning very fast that they can't mess with us anymore. We're gonna grab up as much of these meats as we can. Right. So yeah, we can keep him away with the spikes there. There we go. We actually killed that big guy because of our spikes. So that's super handy. Get over here, little guys. Alright. This thing's called a flagella or something like that. But it gives us a little bit extra speed. Oh no! I'm gonna be poisoned. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh. So that's definitely a tool that I want to get my hands on is the poison. I'm going to try and kill some of these poison guys with my spikes or my beak. So let's see if he'll try and chase me. Nope, he's not real interested. If he chased me, I would have an easier time of hurting him. Doing it this way, I kind of have to work around his poison. Alright, we got it. Okay, so that's super good. I'm going to go ahead and implement that right away. Not only will having poison on me help protect me from other predators, but it also makes me impervious to poison. And so I can swim by those guys anytime I want and they can't hurt me anymore. We're going to stick the poison on either side. Kind of gives it a wider effect if it's on the sides. So anybody coming up behind us is already going to be smoked. I'm going to bring the spikes up front. So that way we can hit people that are ahead of us. And slightly to the side. Alright, so let's find ourselves some more meats. Okay, we can't be poisoned by those guys anymore, but we can poison those guys. Oh no. And we're not protected from behind anymore either, so I have to stay away. Yep, there we go. And with the spikes on the front, I just tap them with the spikes whenever they're dead. That breaks them open into more foods. Okay, look like... Nope, that's not the guy. So these green guys are who I need. And we got the part for them already. Good. That's good because they're hard to chase. They've got jets. So we've got almost all of the cell parts already. I gotta face this guy or else he's gonna kill me. Because my spikes are on the front now. Oh no! Hit me. Thankfully we're doing double damage to him. We're hurting him with our poison and with our spikes. So that's good. Try and chop down on these little guys. Alright, so this is the last part right here is electricity. Hopefully here pretty soon I can show you what that does if we can find live one of those creatures. I was playing my other world on normal and it was way easier than this one. There weren't nearly as many large creatures in the pond. Alright. So there's a big electricity guy. The little electricity guy got me right there. It's a pretty cool weapon to use, but it's nothing that I need right now. Now one thing I can do is change my face so that we can get through this stage as quickly as possible. So when we killed the green guy, we picked up a proboscis, which is this one right here. Take off our regular mouth, and we'll put on the proboscis. Oops, in the middle, please. Okay, that's gonna take off our spikes. But that's fine, because we could have two mouths coming off the front here. Put our spikes back in the back, because as we could see, we were still getting attacked pretty good. We could put on another set of spikes, which would be fine. We can even play as a blind character, that's a lot of fun. I've done that before and it's kind of exciting. It only leaves a square about this size around your character while you're swimming around in the pool. And it's really pretty difficult to swim around there. But that's okay, it's not something we want to look into right now. If you're interested in doing that, go ahead, by all means. Okay, so now that now that we've got our little proboscis things, we can't eat these regular meats here, but we can eat just about everything else. Like this little guy's getting away with this guy. Dead. We can come over here to these leafy green things. That's delicious. Try some herbs. And the thing about these is that at each stage that you grow up, you can eat more of these plants. If we can stay away from this big guy here, be a good idea. And when these little herbivores come along, we can eat them too. So the proboscis is pretty handy. Really good for getting a long way in the game. Alright. We're picking up points like crazy now. Hit that guy behind me so that he'll die. Oh man, that blue guy is too big. He just ate that whole green thing before I could even take a bite. Like I said, we can eat just about whatever we want, so eating these little guys works out just as well. Get too close to this guy's spikes though, he can still hurt me, so I do want to kind of avoid them. There's a green thing up here. And the purple guys are immune to my poison as well, so the only way I can hurt them is by eating or by spiking. I could also regain health by eating food, but I didn't quite make it in time. Alright, here we are. Perfect. Now we're at about the biggest stage we can get. Delicious. Yep, those big green guys have proboscis as well, so they're running around eating creatures. These little guys are pretty easy to catch though. Oh yeah, this guy tried to attack me, he didn't know what he was in for. There's also a green thing over here I can eat. There we go. Just about filled up the progress bar down there. Blue guy, I will save you. Yeah, those little guys don't quite give us one whole DNA point. I gotta eat a couple of them before it increases there. Ow! Let's get around to this green thing, because I know I'm going to point for eating it. There we go. Just about one more point, and we ought to have our progress bar filled. Let's eat this guy. Alright, there we go. cha-la. We're on our path to sentience. We rule the pool, even though we did die a few times. That's okay. Let's take a look at our history. Yep, started out as an omnivore, worked our way down to carnivore. Which is good. This gives us certain abilities at different stages of the game. The next game is the creature stage. So it's going to give us Raging Roar. It scares surrounding creatures to run away from us. It'll give us traps during the tribal stage. Wild animals will come up to the traps and it'll kill them. We can harvest them for food. Invulnerability for the civilization stage makes vehicles impervious to damage. And Power Monger in the space stage, our ship will have 1.5 times power instead of just 1 times. Okay, so aluminum cell. We completed the cell stage on hard setting. Cool. So now we're about to leave the ocean. If I wanted to, I could leave him as the exact same guy. There's all sorts of bonuses and, you know, good reasons to use cell stage parts. So we are going to put some parts on him. Let's see what we can do here. So if you click on the shape, you can move the whole shape around. If you click on individual vertebrae, you can move them around independently. So Fatella, we're going to put little legs on him. We're going to scroll the mouse wheel to make him a little bigger. A little bit smaller there. I think I want him to come up here and mouse wheel scroll. Give him a skinny tail. Kind of a larger body and a long slope down neck. I'm gonna give him the stock eyes back. Have him kind of on the side there looking a little crazy. Okay. We'll have the proboscis just so that we can find food easier. Now you can see here it's going to give him different skills than what it did in the cell stage. This is going to give us bite 1, sing 1. Okay, they're all bite 1, sing 1. But yeah, we didn't have the singing ability in the cell stage. The electronic, instead of being an attack, it's now a charm ability. The jet gives us speed still for sprint. The cilia gives us a jump ability. Flagella gives us a sneak. This is for charging. This is for spitting. So I want to keep my character to be a pretty aggressive character. Take on some crazy creatures. Let's curve this around, kind of change up the shape a little bit. Make him a little bit bigger. Yeah, it almost looks like he has a mustache. That's pretty good. We'll give him a little spitter nose. I said a little spitter nose. There we go. So he's got that going for him. It is nice to have the sneaking ability. I like that a lot. So we're going to give him the tail here so that we can sneak. How many more? We've got 30 more points here, so being able to jump is really helpful. We'll give him some little wings there. It has the ability to kind of fan him out a little bit. I like that one there. That looks pretty cool. Okay, we're running out of money, so we can't get any of these other items out here. I'm not too interested in the charm ability. Sprinting is nice, but only 5 points or 10 points away, which is pretty easy to get. We have all the rest of it. So this character is pretty much ready to go. Let's go into the paint mode again, and we'll find a look here that suits us. Is it gonna be a rocky kind of type? That almost looks like a dragon. I really kind of like that. I want him to be sort of a red color. Yeah, that's looking all right. Let's check out the sort of new textures though as well. See if we've got anything really cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. that. It's a little bit random, but it's pretty cool. Some of these aren't showing up for me. I'm not sure if I'm clicking on them, if this is what it's supposed to be over here. But it seems to be changing with each one, so that one's really awesome. I like that last one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It looks really awesome. I like the purple kind of embedded in there too. So that's good. Let's check out some of the new textures for these. There we go. The ones that do show up. Yeah, stripes on him. Wow. Kind of thinking something a little more subtle. Let's see if this looks good. That's not too bad. I like that. Give me this guy. Or this one. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, we'll go with those stripes there. Now one of these different ones, whichever color I pick to suit them, is gonna be the color of our home icon, and I believe it's the detail color. So whatever I put on this one is gonna show us what our home icon is gonna be. So let's see what we can find. Oh, new textures. Let's check these out. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of down on the legs. Is this flames? It looks like. Oh no, it's stripes. That looks pretty good though. Oh, that's cool as well. It already kind of looks like he's got flames on his legs. I like this. I like that, but I would kind of rather it be white. Let's see if we can find something. It's a little bit too much, I feel. That's kind of cool right there. And then I wanted the home base to be a red color. Let's bring that down a little. Alright, that's still kind of cool. Yeah, I like that pretty well. So he's already got his name too, Frangar. Let's accept that. We'll head up to the surface. So we can see down here some of the possible creatures that we'll run into on the map. Yeah, the water looks way better than I remember it being for sure. I don't remember this floaty air stuff either. Ta-da! It's the beginning of a new day, and for you, a whole new strange and wondrous world. Air fills your lungs as you stretch into your limbs in your new home, dry land. The race to evolve has begun. Fantastic. We're on land. We can do all sorts of new things now. Here's our friends. We're gonna eat some fruit that's on the ground. Since we have this proboscis, we can eat both fruit and meat. And let's check out what this is. What's this? You've discovered a new part. Imagine the cool stuff you'd find on even bigger creatures or skeletons. Indeed. And it wants us to do the mating call thing again. But we've only just found one part. Not really interested in doing all that. Here's a dead creature we could eat. And then it wants us to meet another species. This Kieslin's here. You can see with the question mark by the face, the yellow. That means that they don't know about us. They're not nice, they're not mean, or anything. Neutral is the word. Who's this? You've met a new species. Care to make them a friend or foe? Set your stance, get ready to sing or snarl at your newfound neighbor. Okay. So it tells us about the stances down here. We could either be nice or we could be mean. These guys are neutral, so I'm not really worried about them. These guys are also neutral, so I don't really care about them either. Thankfully, most of the creatures around the starting nest are going to be neutral. So anything we choose to do to them is pretty good. I have a general idea how I want to set up my creature though, and I definitely want to be a predator in this stage. As you saw in the cell stage, there were 3 types, and that follows through in all the stages of the game. So we've got green, blue, and red. Red is more the predator, carnivore, military type. The middle one is a little bit of a mix of the both, and then green is social, herbivore, good person type, I guess. But so we want to stay down in the red zone for these 2 stages. It can fluctuate up and down inside here, which is fine. So like I ate plants, but I'm still a carnivore. I have an herbivore mouth, but I'm still considered a carnivore because of how many meats I ate. In the cell stage, if I had just kept eating plants from the very beginning, I would have been an herbivore clearly. And if I had eaten both from the beginning, or as soon as I got the proboscis, switched to it and started eating plants, then I could have stayed as an omnivore. Anyway, however you play the game depends on what your abilities are going to be. And like I showed in the cell stage, each different path that you decide to choose has different special abilities for the stages in the game. And of course this has 4 because you start at the cell stage, so you get a creature stage ability. These don't have a creature stage ability because you have to complete the creature stage to get these. And so it just starts tribes, city, and then space. So with prime specimen here being a carnivore, this is going to increase our spaceship's health. And so that's why I want to be a predator for this stage of the game. You can look through all of these if you want, and it's all on the Spore wiki. I can have a link of that in the description as well. So check that out if you're interested. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for this time. Looks like our house is white, and so I think I was wrong about the creature creation. It's the coat color is what gives us the home page color, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you want to make sure and catch the next one, feel free and subscribe. For only $1 a month, you could help support the effort I put into creating content, and you can check out these other videos and playlists if you're interested. I thank you for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.